Hi, this is Steve with Multisport Mojo. I'm joined today by Kelly. He's an exercise science graduate from Arizona State University, worked with the football team and the athletic department. So this guy really knows his stuff. Today we want to talk about something that as multisport athletes happens far too often, and that's a little tweak in our hammy. Working with athletes in PT, one of the most frequent things that you see, a little hammy tweak, a little hammy injury.
Yep.
Yeah. How do we get those? What's the cause in those hammy injuries?
Just overuse, and then not enough flexibility, or just too tight in the muscle, and you just pull it, or you tear it or something like that.
Yeah. So minor. This wouldn't be for anything big, but it's for something minor. I know that in workouts, when this may be a sidebar, but I'm not as big a fan of speed work, because I think when you go from maybe it's a running workout and speed work, just what I'm talking. You go from a normal pace and you're trying to do some pace workouts, and then you crank up the speed for short distances. That's when I see a lot of hamstring injuries. I know I've hurt myself. I've had buddies that have had hamstring injuries doing that kind of a workout. So it's certainly something during training, and even on race day. We've seen it on race day, where you get a tweak in your hamstring, and then what do you do after that? So Kel's got some suggestions on a couple of stretches and a couple exercises that we can do to help our hamstrings, that tweak, that help us recover more easily from that. Okay, give us some suggestions on maybe a stretch first that we can do.
Okay. This one you don't want to be too aggressive if you feel like you've been hurt. So if you've been resting for a while, or after you've done some other stretches first, this would be more of an advanced, or something that you would do when you feel more comfortable for it. But finding a ledge or a chair or something that you can prop your leg up on like this, and kind of letting your hamstring kind of straighten it out as much as you can. Feel the stretch, and then if you feel comfortable enough, you can lean forward with it. And then if that feels comfortable, then I would switch arms, so back and forth, left to right, reaching towards your toes. That's more of advanced. But you want to take it easy with the hamstring, because it's something that if you hurt it once, it's a lot easier to hurt again. And so always just trying to take caution with it and go with how it feels. And but doing that, I would do maybe 10 times back and forth. Or if you're just going to hold it, just hold it there for 15-30 seconds, and then switch sides. Or if it's I would do both sides, because you want to, if one side's hurt, it's likely that the other side can get hurt too, if it's not hurt already.
Okay.
That's the one stretch that I would do.
All right. How about a couple exercises that we can do?
The two would be squats and lunges.
Okay.
Squats,
these are always a little tricky. I think people think they know how to do these, but they're a little more technical to do them correct. So show us the right way to do a squat and the right way to do a lunge.
When you're doing a squat, you can use a mirror. I think it helps if you're not sure if you're not doing it right.
Great idea.
But when you come down, or you can videotape yourself. But you want to sit like you're sitting in a chair. So when you sit, just kind of practice sitting in a chair at the house, or sitting on the couch, because the couch is a little lower than a chair sometimes. But you come down to where you're forming a 90-degree angle with your legs. You want to sit back so your knees don't come over on your toes like this. You want to sit back and kind of get to 90 degrees. You can pause for a second or two and then come up.
Okay. I think you say 90 degrees. 90 degrees is a little further than you think it is. You should really be able to feel it back here.
Yeah. And you'll feel like a deep squat. And I would do that. Maybe split it up into 3 sets. Do 10 of each.
Okay. And come down, and I want to just pause for a sec and then come back up.
Yep.
Pause. How far should my feet be? Should they be shoulder?
Not shoulder width. Yeah. Maybe a little bit wider.
Okay. I want to keep my arms out for balance.
If you need to, yeah.
Yeah.
You can put your arms wherever you feel like. Some people put them behind their head. But if you feel like it's whatever's comfortable, there's not a certain way to do that. It's just mostly the form that you want to be correct with.
So be technically correct on your form. do 3 sets of those, 10 each,
Yeah.
10, 15 each.
And if you feel like you can't go all the way for some reason, because you feel pain, then just go halfway or just come to there. You're just kind of, you want to test out how you're feeling.
Okay. This is also good as you're coming off of it, or as you're working through an injury. It's also good to help strengthen your quads and your hammy and your glutes as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is after you're feeling better, a good exercise to continue to do. Okay. Show us lunges now.
I like to do lunges walking. I'm just going to show you them standing in place, but it's the same kind of form that you have with a squat, except you're not leaning forward as much. So this one you want to stay up straight, come down, keep your body straight up. Don't let your body rock forward or to the side. Try to be slow with this one. Try to keep your balance the whole time. Is what this one is kind of about. So you can just practice going up and down like this. You can touch the floor, but if you want to keep your body kind of in a strengthening mode, I wouldn't. When you touch the floor, you kind of tend to relax, and so it's not much of a workout. So try to just almost come to the floor and then come back up. You can do it 5 times on each side and then switch sides, or you can do this one walking, whatever is more comfortable for you at the time.
So you're walking, pick a spot, do lunges to it.
Yeah,
turn around,
maybe 10
come
yards,
back.
go back, and then come back.
I know that, so I've had hamstring tweaks, and I've done lunges that Kelly's prescribed, and initially my balance was a little rocky, so I've found that if I stand next to a chair or next to a wall, and when I do them, just something to keep my balance, and I just stay in place until that hamstring starts to feel better, and I'm a little more confident in being able to go and travel with it. I think that's really good. Hey, Kel, thanks so much. Hey, I want to encourage you to like us on Facebook at Multisport Mojo, follow us on Twitter at Multisport Mojo, and go to any of our websites at trygearguru.com, rungearguru.com, ridegearguru.com, or swimgearguru.com. You can also look at all of this great content on our YouTube Multisport Mojo page, podcasts, gear reviews, all this great stuff on training. There's a lot to look at as multi-sport athletes doing it right. We've got a vested interest in performing at our very best. So this is a ton of good content for you to look at. Hey, thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.